Right, so this video is just going to be about looking at my research and reflecting on what I've learned from my research. So obviously I started off just on YouTube, just looking at general short films and didn't really have an idea of what the short film I wanted to make. I then obviously looked at conventions of these short films, just in general again, just general key concepts of short film. I was looking at time conventions, how you don't really need there's not many rules in short films, so obviously I noted that, and I found that obviously you can either have a very compressed time frame or quite the opposite, and you can just have 5 real minutes of life. I also looked at credits and titles and noted how there aren't really many titles, but you often have credits at the end. I then sort of narrowed down my research slightly to look more at specific conventions of a short film, for example, looking at crosscuts in Goodbye Mr. Snuggles, and then I sort of headed towards the documentary idea, and then obviously started looking at documentaries more so. I also then found the Short of the Week website, which was a short film website, and then from there I started looking at 4 different genres. I looked at comedy, documentary, drama, and horror alongside my partner Owen. We did that together, and then obviously because we were both quite keen in the documentary idea. We decided on that for a while. So then obviously on Short of the Week we found more documentaries and started looking at the idea of doing one of them and looked at key conventions of it. I then We then both had a slight change of heart and thought it'd be quite complicated doing this, so we then researched into sort of anxiety and the idea of doing maybe a docudrama on a child of anxiety. This was quite effective because then we started looking at more specific techniques, and we also did a couple. For example, we copied the Goodbye Mr. Snuggles crosscut. We also looked more specifically at things like narrative structure. So we looked at Freytag's narrative pyramid, and then obviously from that we based our narrative, which we made. And also then we looked at more like specific anxiety topics. So we looked at how anxiety is portrayed in the films of Sad, a film that I looked at, and also a film called Glass People, which I looked at. Yeah, so then obviously from there we looked more specifically at anxiety and also how it's portrayed in short films. And then also we looked at how to write scripts, how you should things you should include, things you shouldn't. For example, the quite specific ways of writing a script on Celtech, something we researched. And for example, you'd write like internal, the location and the time of day. We then looked at costume props, and we also looked at like camera research. So we got to quite a specific stage at this point I'm talking about here, where we started looking at like basically parts of short films that we like, and then we basically included the parts of short films that we like and then that we want to include in our short film, and then we actually researched them specifically. For example, how to do a focus pull, how to do a quite a what they do on the rest of Fear of Nothing, quite an intricate shot, which is the rig kind of shot. So yeah, I really like how my research started off quite broad and is now going to quite a specific thing. So hopefully it should pay off in the end result, which should hopefully be quite effective. So yeah, thanks for watching.